For the past month, I reintroduced red meat into my diet because I wanted to see how it affected me. Over the past few years, red meat has been vilified for its detrimental health effects, whether it be from increased heart attacks, cancer, and just everything else that comes with the high saturated fat. And I believed it, and I tried for the most part to cut red meat out of my diet. Maybe for special occasions, if I wanted a burger, I'd go to Five Guys maybe once every 2 months or something, and that'd be my red meat. I just cut it out and I basically just ate chicken and rice and anything else except red meat. Except bacon here or there, because bacon's delicious. You can't cut that shit out. And recently I've been hearing that there's health benefits that red meat has that other forms of meat don't have. Mainly because one, red meat is so dark and red, it has a lot of vitamins and minerals that we need. Also because it has a higher fat content, there's more fat-soluble vitamins, which you don't get as much from more leaner sources of meat. On top of that, there's also a lot more creatine in red meat, and basically just allows you to lift more weight without getting tired. It's also one of the highest quality protein sources out there, meaning for every gram in red meat compared to every gram of protein in white meat or whatever other form, you're gonna absorb more of it from red meat than you are going to from white meat or especially even vegan proteins. So with that in mind, I wanted to test it out, see if I reintroduced red meat to my diet, if it would affect me negatively or positively, and basically convey that over to you guys. And so you guys know the plan for this was to eat at least one meal a day that contained red meat, if not more. And I wanted to see if there's any difference in my body from the beginning and the end. And I weighed myself. I also have one of those scales that does your muscle mass and fat percentage. So I weighed in 182.3 pounds with a muscle mass of 45.8% and a fat percentage of 18.3. So that was the beginning. And throughout the entire process, I felt pretty good. In the beginning, I did feel a little bit more energy and more, strength in the gym when I was lifting. It did help out a lot. But besides that, I also broke out a lot. And this happened to me before. When I eat a lot of red meat, I'd break out a lot. And it did happen at first. During like halfway into the month, I had a lot of acne. But I also changed up my skincare routine, and I started using, I think, Cetaphil something. It's a skin cleanser and then moisturizer, which basically fixed the acne for the most part. And even though I did have more energy and strength in the gym, my cardio definitely took a hit. Especially one time I got Five Guys the night before actually, and then the next day I went to the gym and I felt like I wanted to throw up. Now, granted, Five Guys is not the most healthiest food. It's also the most greasiest thing you could imagine. There's also DoorDash, so it was soggy too, not the best. But yeah, my cardio took a big hit during this process. And it's been a while since I had this much red meat. It wasn't as tasty as I remember. Five Guys was delicious. But besides that, I would have maybe like lamb from an Indian place, or make sure I got egg sandwich with bacon on it. But now for the end of the month, how did my body react? And so far, so over a month, I gained 2.3 pounds. I think that's what I said in the beginning. I was at 184.5 pounds. My muscle mass was 45.5%, and my fat percentage was up to 18.8%. It definitely jumped up a bit in the fat percentage wise, which was not ideal. My muscle mass went down, and I gained weight. So besides having more strength and energy in the gym, I did gain weight that was mostly fat instead of muscle mass. So long story short, I don't think I'm gonna be continuing with this much red meat. Probably gonna go back to my old diet, as I was feeling much better, much lighter. Even though I might lose some strength, that's completely fine. I'm fine with building it up slowly as opposed to bulking it up with red meat. Also, my cardio, I really value that a lot more than I used to. And I would prefer to be able to run for 10 minutes and not be tired or feel like throwing up. So that was eating red meat for a month, and maybe you guys want to try it out. I do not recommend it though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.